Bene, rieccoci ritornati su Disco Elysium, dopo essere usciti dall'ufficio di Edward, credo si chiamasse, più o meno. Vabbè dai, il tizio, il Fatman, non lo Fatman. Ora dovremmo ritornare indietro, che abbiamo in realtà raccolto un botto di informazioni, un botto. Per quanto riguarda ad esempio il cognome anche del detective, quindi Harry Dubois. Almeno abbiamo un'identità, finalmente. È iniziato a... What? È iniziato a nevicare? Ok. Cosa che prima non era successo. What? Ok. Nel senso che abbiamo parlato 2 secondi e è iniziato così a nevicare. Vabbè. Allora, noi abbiamo ancora qua il level up, che però lascerei ancora così. Diciamo incustodito, lasciamo un attimo là da parte. Devo andare da Motorhead, farmi aiutare da buttare giù la roba. La roba, sì. Il corpo. Ah, Evrart, ecco. Allora, Everett detto di aiutarci, ok. No, anything about this one. Ah, vediamo se le... Se qualcosa a riguardo. Come abbiamo... Ok. Everett ti ha detto di aiutarmi con il corpo nell'albero. Sull'albero. Ok.
But while I am gone, someone
Oh
must
no.
stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Che
Babe,
dobbiamo fare?
see that they stay here the whole time.
Bene. Quindi... Eh?
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Ok, sto solo provando a non mandare tutti in vacca.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there.
Ah, è lui Gianluca, ok. Pensavo quello sulle scale. Anch'io avrei voluto vedere.
RCM rent-a-cops, guarding that bridge like Evron's lapdogs. Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale.
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Non ti riguarda.
A shrill laughter interrupts you.
Ma dobbiamo scendere però.
It's Kuno. The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner.
Uno.
Approaching him, walking past.
Ah, ecco, ok. Ah, pensavo di poter lottare a questa cassa. Invece.
The corpse has been removed from the tree.
Ok.
Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have
Ah,
sided.
grazie alla tua cooperazione, Micheret. Sì, Jean-Luc.
You are a Union man from now on.
Ma se cosa mi dice? Perché non sei con gli Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
No.
The hardy manlets are on. Now leave me be. I must leave you. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with. Mr. Claire is a man of vision. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline.
L'individualismo non è marmellata, vabbè, è un modo di dire.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from
I've gotten it from Disco.
culture. Have you offshoots of this? I am not surprised you enjoy it so much.
Sono questi Seminis?
Island race.
No. Ah, vabbè, sì.
We are the future. That is all. I am a descendant. The Narrows. No.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this
Okay.
line of inquiry in front of.
I'm from Couronne. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for
Kim se ne pensa riguardo?
This racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
What?
There always is.
Race is reality.
Vabbè. Non è che mi prendono a sassate quando scendo, tipo vengo linciato anch'io. No, non credo però. Boh. Veramente un vaffanculo con qualcuno che lo tira. Io ho qualcosa da dirmi?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Ah, ecco, lui è Magnana. Vero. Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open. Right. Talk to the boss, eye to eye.
Everett mi ha detto che è una chiave.
If you have any
Una
more questions,
porta.
I'm set to talk.
Aspetta, qualsiasi idea su chi abbia ucciso l'impiccato? Mercenario?
Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Il porto è la prima zona sospetta.
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Enemy combatant?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
L'hai ucciso tu?
But that's just me. Large organizations like our...
Understood. This has been of limited use.
No problem.
Boh.
I wish the best.
La
to
chiave
you.
di
Key, huh?
una porta.
What door is this key supposed to open?
Ah boh. Ha detto che appartiene a un furetto.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here.
Basement
Tell
apartment.
you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Non ho capito. Cioè, non ho capito ancora sta porta dove cazzo sta. Basement. Appartamento nel basement. Quindi il mio? Vista un'opportunità e l'ho presa.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but
Preach free market for 9
it's a
times.
good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind
Okay.
the Wailing in Rags. That's all I know.
Allora,
Our
quella che cerchi è la... dietro il Whirling in Ranks. Quindi quella blu.
Okay, but where did you get the key?
The janitor gave it to me. None of this.
Janitor. Quello che pulisce là, come si chiama?
What's it for? To feed our
Cos'altro dovrei sapere per quanto riguarda questa missione? Come la chiamiamo?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker.
Who he is and what they're fighting for. Ask
Okay.
him about the Hardy Boys.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share. Aye.
Quindi non stipendio, pensioni o...
They already covered.
Non dovresti essere grato?
Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it.
E niente.
However, right now we want all
Sei un
the
comunista?
to be on the company's board, so they could take
Cosa
part.
vuoi dirmi per quanto riguarda
I
Everard?
think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief.
By that.
Okay.
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too
La
loud.
descrizione mi sembrava... lavish? Non so cosa voglio dire.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not. Besides,
Okay.
there are no non-corrupt.
Sei un
No,
comunista? Mm.
I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing some, even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't, just the way the world works, boyadero.
Sembra che tu abbia speso tanto tempo pensando
Sure.
alla
I
politica.
had the necessary free time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up and it all comes together now.
Ok.
That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Se sono un boiadero. Unless. What if...
No, the man
Yeah.
sits on the railing.
C'è qualcosa per quanto riguarda gli Hardy Boys?
They're an independent militant group.
Che è una milizia indipendente, bla bla bla.
They're sort of like you.
Un po' come
Preserve
me.
the rule of law and all
Vabbè.
that.
Oh,
Hey. Psst, psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism. Yes, you're ready to start building
Niente.
communism again. You've built it before. Good. We need tender men like you building. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich,
bourgeoisie.
sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets. Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Troppo stancante.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism. Did someone mention cocaine?
Mamma
Are
mia.
we doing cocaine? Anyone?
Cocainismo. Oh madonna.
No one. There's no one. Oh,
Dammi giù. Vediamo se lui ha qualcosa da dirmi.
Right to work.
No. Ok. Abbiamo un aggiornamento di missione che vabbè sicuramente è ok, sì. Però non mi dice qual è. Vabbè. No, aspetta che lì ho visto qualcosa di nuovo. The door is behind the greenhouse in the yard. Basement door. Behind the... Non capisco se è quella blu o... boh, vabbè, ora vediamo. Ma intanto andiamo dal corpo. Ma intanto questa non è giusta. Andiamo a meno ad esclusione. Ci cerchiamo di queste cose. Io vorrei capire come cavolo ci si arriva, ma vabbè. Ok, parliamo con Kuno.
You missed a good show before. A kid.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Oh mio dio.
Shoot that shit at Kuno.
I want to buy you the fan pants. Physical instrument e sour fur. Sai che in realtà non è male comunque. Come pezzo.
Yeah, did you fuck in there?
What? Cos'è quella testa di maiale?
Kuno decapitates pigs.
What?
That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal! What is this?
Ok. Il tubo di magnesio lam.
It's a vitamin pig.
Una
Don't you
vitamina.
know anything?
you could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game.
Oh, don't teach him,
Okay.
Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed up.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD!
Ok.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you?
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno doesn't fuck.
Vediamo se... Non ricordo. Allora, io uso Warfare -1, Electrochemistry +1. Sì, quei pantaloni sarebbero molto meglio. Decisamente. Electrochemistry dovrebbe essere questo. Ogni tanto in realtà poppa, per carità. Però a sto punto meglio Physical Instrument, che c'è spesso. Warfare 0. Che mi leva Warfare 1 e 2. Composure e Warfare. Magari dovrei comprare delle scarpe. Perché Composure cos'è che era? Set in your back, keep your poker face. Ma sti cazzi. Beh, è meglio focussarsi solo su dei pezzi specifici. C'è delle abilità specifiche che è un
The
tutto
corpse
fare.
lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch.
Oh, finalmente.
The measure head has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy. Yes.
Come dobbiamo fare un'autopsia, dai.
Fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Abbiamo un dottore?
You and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from an honor and a burden.
Mi sento detective.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and
Mi
takes
sembrano discorsi che avrebbero dovuto fare molto prima, mi sa, quindi vabbè. Che sono andato lì troppo dopo. Cosa esattamente è un'autopsia di campo? Vabbè, questa
You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them. There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves.
Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take... That's right.
You knew it because you
Mi
inspected.
limito solo a prendere note.
The lieutenant is relieved you
Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organ. Above those,
Okay.
an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
That's you.
Schema iniziale HDB. RDBA.
is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there.
Coroner case. No.
AK57 dash 08
Ah, è il suo nome.
dot
Anche il Suraj.
0815. Next. NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
Dry
Okay.
40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
No, è che
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
razza.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial
Sesso.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Right male.
nor does he look male. With his
We're still going with March 4th. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable.
KK 57 050.
None. At least not after the initial.
A strange word. Treatment.
Cos'è esattamente il treatment, il trattamento? Vabbè,
Interfering
il...
with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Non sono così sicuro. Le impronte sembrano che ce l'abbiano
Have
portato.
to have incapacitated and carried him over. This
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Somewhere in Jamrock North. Elsewhere yet. The building is tall. 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude.
Ah, ci sono tante parole, tanti dialoghi relativamente riempitivi. Meglio riempitivi nel senso di narrazione.
Accident.
Che poi magari ti fanno perdere un attimo il tempo, per questo comunque spesso skippo. Cioè leggo velocemente più o meno ciò che intendono, poi magari me lo riprendo. Ad esempio qui sono esempi che un po' così.
And so, all across Jamrock,
we should start the post-mortem.
the corpse
Okay.
cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and
Vabbè,
leg
qua fanno quello che stava
It's happening.
Babrodin, yes.
indossando.
The disappointment is
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officer
Scrive.
tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo resembling a map of the night sky. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings. To be added to the
Scrive.
deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his
Qui come è morto, bla bla bla.
measuring 1.8. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with
No,
age.
perché?
The lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. consistent with predation.
Ok.
Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the bell so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the bell to see the ligature mark below.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No,
They
it
don't.
ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Ok. Yes, un Coon's pig. What? Cerca un punto per tagliare.
Is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the
Vai.
edges
Vedi che può fallire.
Jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold.
Shit.
Then a really, really bad smell is coming from there now.
Beh.
And some kind of cracking sound.
Yeah, fuck him.
Told you my pig would.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
He sinks the cutters into the knot. Prepare. Yes, that's much better. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a
Ok.
flower.
Here. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark.
Mhm.
Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant.
No! It's gonna happen, see?
I fucking knew.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for. Ever since the autopsy.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant. No, you weren't, officer. That would be preposterous. Just write down that we request a semen, vaginal, and anal fluids analysis.
Vaginal? What?
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion.
Ispezione genitale.
His penis is average sized.
Non mi interessa.
From the downward collection of blood, the testicles are uneven in length.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper
C'era
and
quella roba che quando è morto sembrava che stesse godendo il momento. Ma...
I see smaller, residual scars. Too numerous to...
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades. Disperse.
We have a real museum here. Last item. Hands.
His flesh is cold.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name? I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia.
Proprio di Cappadocia.
Nothing does. This was pleasurable. We should do this more often.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Più che altro quell'informazione del fatto che lui si stesse godendo il momento è stata ottenuta da quella roba lì, Inland Empire dovrebbe essere, quello di cercare di ricomporre un po' quello che era successo, e avranno avuto un successo, quindi tecnicamente quello che mi ha preso per il culo.
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the...
Ooh. That's all for the external.
Ho messo una mano nella...
What next?
Ok. Questa sarà la prima parte. Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Ah, vabbè, questa...
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my friend.
Esaminazione... sì, esame interno.
I have nothing.
You don't even have a joke.
Niente.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the... You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside.
Yeah, Jack that
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart.
Ora all'interno della bocca.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness.
Vuol dire deeper inside, come fa a vedere ancora più in profondità?
Sickly sweet air.
No, ma che davvero?
You feel like it's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid. And inside, you see
There are ancient mysteries down there.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary. Na. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. Na. Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there. We already have one test as per regulation. And we already...
Pigs requested.
I'm not even interested in these boring mulkus anymore. I haven't sucked him off or anything.
Leave it Na. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy livid. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voilà.
Metti il voilà, va bene il voilà.
What's next on the list?
Allora, la descrizione delle ferite.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on head and chest.
Allora, vediamo prima i
chest and scalp bite
morsi.
mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. And your opinion, officer?
Ah, post mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Le contusioni.
The scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury. A stone.
At maximum velocity.
Has confessed to causing it.
the lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the
Allora.
captains have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Vabbè, post mortem. Oh, è morto mentre soffocava. Potrebbe essere, però
Right.
non credo.
Next.
Magari mentre appunto soffocava gli hanno tirato tipo un sasso forte in testa, vabbè, ma... Allora... Quanto riguarda le ferite che noi abbiamo inflitto,
So we inflicted them? You mean the incision on the thorax from a chain cutter? That was not a team effort, and I wouldn't mention it. Muddies the water.
ok.
Injuries.
Il quarto campo delle ferite per cos'è?
Just in case.
Ok. Marchio.
Dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck.
Okay.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark.
Ok, the signs of blood on the neck.
2 customary boxes wait to be ticked.
Vabbè,
The man's head jerks to the side.
fatal injury.
We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Ok. How did it go?
We established probable cause of death. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe
Bere? No, nah.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then up for processing.
Ok.
he's thinking, did I miss something?
Search the body one more
I'm
time.
sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Provo a rimuovere gli stivali del
I
morto.
thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
È 8%.
You run your
Ah,
hands
ma dai.
over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy.
Ancora.
You see the penis of...
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Ho la sensazione che c'è qualcosa di più in questo cadavere.
Well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by
Immaginavo.
we're in rags.
Vabbè,
Fuck are you
sarà molto contento.
Only if all else fails.
Fammi
Hurry.
vedere
This is
un'altra
one
roba.
task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
C'è qualcosa che possiamo fare con la percezione, però. Volendo. Ah, un punto glielo metto. Perché non mi ha dato... Però guarda, fino a quando... Posso, 17%. Mm. Mm. Che non mi fa riprovare?
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Se... Ah, l'adozione ha detto che è dei misteri... dei antichi misteri. Dove?
Just a small gulp away. My beloved Kobo. Come back later, Kobo.
28%.
Yourself with my frank
Guardare nella bocca?
memento mori features. If possible, also see me in your dream.
Your
Nice.
eye is out and your eyes close, as if by their own.
The flash of the its glove. It's right under the palm of your hand. What is this? C'ha qualcosa in bocca.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features.
Metti le dita nella sua bocca.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue You're on the right track.
Play with it. This feels right.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands
Nothing
and
different.
studded with teeth. You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Operation collar.
Kuno is silent. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers.
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here? Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no... The ululations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
C'è una cavità.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of
Fucking cavity, see?
quivering with awe.
Spingi più in profondità.
All the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Punch a hole through his mouth? What? Cosa intende?
The cartilage gives in with a crack, like some fruit. Just like that, your hand is in his head. Strange fluid streams down your wrist. Ice cold, serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Sento un oggetto solido al di sotto del cranio. Ispeziono il cranio prima.
A tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium. The object that is in there stops just short of the...
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pit.
Her voice is absolutely sizzling with excitement. You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and
My pigs.
What? What is it?
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat with a plop. Your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in
Un
blood.
piccolo fiore. What?
Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
Fucking beautiful.
A bullet.
Infatti sono lì.
The bullet
Quindi gli hanno sparato.
in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it? Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift.
Of course. You deserve it. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury.
Yes.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment. Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead. I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost.
Forse il proiettile più ha delle risposte?
We should
Potrebbe.
take a closer look at it.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Perché qualcuno dovrebbe averlo
Like
fatto.
something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here? That's
Chi
for us
potrebbe
to find.
farlo?
But this, it's
Bisogna termina lavato.
you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of
Ok.
it in the evening.
Cosa succede adesso?
Carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself.
Cosa faccio nel frattempo?
Tend to press
Quindi mi lascia da solo?
Try not to do
Ah.
anything too dangerous. And I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Un complimento! Non ci credo.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Fino a domattina. Sono le 16.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn
Ok,
this into
perché me... Allora facciamolo dopo. Per ora mi serve. Meglio. Lo uso. Come necromante.
Going in there like Kuno dies. You're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too?
Porta Rosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street spearhead. The man shoots him point blank in his chest. Breath bleed pig. Someone opens a window and says, but Emil cannot see who. His sight grows dim with pain.
Yeah.
Ho bisogno di un frigorifero dove mettere un corpo.
For the fucking... Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing...
Ok.
Bacon Man's in a rush.
Bacon Man in a
For
rush.
the Kuno. What?
Now is
Ah,
the time to
signor.
be humble. Say the sir thing. By killing
Nice.
in his territory, someone has openly challenged. A dark flame smolders in Kuno's
He's out of
eyes.
face in your hands. Let's make an example of him.
Argument. Word.
Alright, Kuno hears you. See that shit house over there?
He points to the collapsed building with the bookstore.
A cold comes over you as you glance behind him at the crumbling colossus there. Cast
You gotta get in that shit. In there, deep. through the bookstore. You gotta beg the book bitch.
Ah, ok.
Get in there through the doorbell. Jam that shit. Book, yeah, book bitch.
He
Ok,
means
ok,
the
ok.
bookstore.
Sì,
We
fino a
have
lì.
to ask.
Impressive note keeping.
Alla tipa,
See,
ok.
the Clyde gets it.
In there
Listen to your
deep.
four-eyed friend. Check the fucking basement, pig. There's a giant fridge down there. Fucking will fit. No, you didn't
Okay.
hear it from Kuno, pig.
Kuno owns you now, pig.
Kuno doesn't fucking.
Ok. Grazie Kuno. Allora. Poi prima o poi si aprirà. Niente. Allora, interagisci col proiettile, immagino.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a
Chiusa.
plastic bag. There, beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially
What do I do with you?
like a
Cosa
tiny
faccio con te?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot. If we
Non ho
find who
idea.
owns it, we will have likely found.
Forse la mia pistola che hanno acquistato per incolpare me?
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours,
Senti il proiettile attraverso la borsa.
bullet.
Può essere?
Sharp edges, where the jacket
Ispeziona il proiettile.
of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a
Allora,
dot you
Jack.
can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet.
Il nucleo?
It's quite destroyed.
what can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jagged bullet, close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military.
Military grade breech.
Not from a muzzleloader, like those. Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those.
Prova a determinare che tipo di arma abbia sparato. Sei buona. Hand eye coordination. Sì, dopodomani. Per livellato perception non mi dispiace, sinceramente. Allora, intanto facciamo questo. Poi. Vabbè, provo. Che devo fare?
You can't remember what happened last week. What do you think you're going to remember?
Non ho nient'altro da dirmi questo proiettile. Andiamo a parlare con la tipa del... Qua ci ho mai cliccato.
This Postla Vantorie mail collection, a faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emer... The box seems
Okay.
to have eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and sent G. The mail collection box seemed cathartic, thankful even, and then suddenly you see it.
Allora, andiamo a chiedere... Aspetta. Ma queste palle di cannone non erano qui prima. Non sbaglio. Queste mi sbaglio, ma... Allora, chi è questo che ci fa qua fuori? A good one.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working...
She doesn't really want to be the...
Che stai facendo?
something to read.
Fenomenale. Con un poliziotto. Hai bisogno d'aiuto di un poliziotto?
Her hands move over the book covers.
Dove
Tips of her
My husband? No, he's not.
potrebbe essere?
At home now?
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back.
Perché togli mano un attimo. Sto interpretando in quel modo il personaggio in questo momento. Allora, dovrei andare lì dentro, quindi immagino che debba chiedere alla signora.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome. A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
Se volessi andare di lì?
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtain,
Sì.
Don't touch that. I told parapsychologically speak.
she looks
Sì.
away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Allora, ho sentito che c'è un frigorifero e potrebbe aiutarmi. Cioè, di cui avrebbe bisogno.
Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
Questo riguarda la maledizione?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you.
Sono un poliziotto, ho bisogno di entrarci.
It's not like anyone was killed there.
Perché è così problematica entrare lì dentro?
I don't mean to be so impolite. Don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. You do? My God. Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains.
Niente.
Step away, dear sir. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here.
There is something mysterious about
appunto che...
the curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Fanculo.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your...
Vabbè, che cara. Ghost silhouettes of air dryers. Vabbè, la statua. No, fermo? È questo?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens. What
Sembra chiusa.
you just break it down?
And they should break it down, but not before I strategize.
That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a... The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rug. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for age. Only an echo. A hollowed out, dark echo.
Beh, rimane solo che provare. Con l'aiuto di Kim magari? Porca puttana.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Vediamo.
Are you alright? This looked...
What is going on there? Are you I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however.
Ok.
Still locked.
Per riprovare però. Ho davvero poche cure però. Quindi... Non ha una chiave o una cosa. Una...
I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool?
Ok, ho provato a sfondare la porta,
You're
diciamo.
only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled.
Ma lei vendeva dei libri, ma riguardo che esattamente? Non ricordo. Cioè, c'erano tanti libri, ma ce n'era qualcuno in particolare?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Vabbè.
There are numerous types of games.
Forse magari comprare un libro mi aumenta qualche caratteristica. Potrebbe essere. Ma andare a vendere le bottiglie, devo vedere quanti soldi ho. Oh, niente di importante. Ho bisogno di comprare almeno una pozione o... Vabbè, chiamiamola pozione, però una cura, ecco. Più corretto. Quindi magari qualcosa da bere, mangiare, quello che cacchio sia. Cosa da dire? Niente. Ok. Erano qua che si vendevano, no?
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into
Solo 40.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Ok.
There, the Saint Baptiste.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste.
Lì cosa c'era? Troppo non ricordo.
Display of cigarettes and
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that
Ah, sì, è vero.
and cigarettes damage your health.
Sì, sì. È vero che mi dava anche il boost, è vero, potevo anche bermi un goccio. In effetti, ne butterei giù la porta. Magari appena livello... Potrei riprovare in realtà. Livellando physical instrument, magari mi sblocca di nuovo. Però forse sarebbe più corretto fare tutti i tiri di physical instrument e poi livellarlo, che me li risblocca. No? Potrei sbagliarmi, ma...
inside, You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is the Kupris Kinema.
Motor carriage. Something, nothing. It's probably nothing.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our
Okay.
hands, remember? Yes, sorry about that.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
Tutti i poliziotti hanno una macchina così figa?
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Potrei ricontattare Sylvie, però si incazzerebbe.
57.
In the cabin.
No, niente, lasciamo stare. Wandering Whirlings in the Ranks, là, qua come cavolo si chiama? Allora, vediamo se la chiave era proprio per questa porta.
You see a heavy steel door.
Tools. Non mi sembra ci sia. No. Non ho nemmeno la chiave fisicamente proprio. Oh. Oh. Rubi soldi volentieri. Quindi direi prendi in prestito.
Oh, hello, dear.
Allora. Per quanto riguarda, no, non mi interessa. Ma non vuoi toccare la cos'è la signora?
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? You must be kidding, right?
Niente.
Yeah, good one off it. But this establishment only takes cash.
Frita, near the gates.
Then why are you wasting my...
Ok, forse prima che mi finisce... Cioè, che ho la disponibilità di andare nella mia stanza, forse dovrei andare nella mia stanza. Ma sta tipo? Che poi è scomparsa. Ok, magari provo a farmi una doccia. Penso che mi passi l'intera giornata.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet.
Mi dispiace.
No problem, officer.
Però che qua io c'avevo delle prove da fare.
Mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Electrochemistry, enciclopedia, interfacing. Scusami, io come che non mi posso fare un bagno? Forse devo andare qui per farlo?
The bed is still cold from...
No. Ah, pensavo dovessi farlo in realtà. Sinceramente. Niente, pensavo potessi farmi una doccia invece. Allora, io sta chiave, ma per cosa? Vabbè. There is a bathtub in your room, a good place to visit once you can have some privacy. Ah, forse dopo che quello se ne va, ok. Controlla, vabbè, con la frigorifero di là. Ok. Is behind the greenhouse in the yard, a basement door. Behind the greenhouse. E ci hanno fatto vedere che era lì dietro, ma come cazzo ci si arriva alla greenhouse? Era questa qui. Lei è la tipa quella che fuma, quindi sarà la cosa del suo appartamento, in effetti. E qui dietro devo arrivare là. Ma non ho modo, cioè. Forse è più importante di quanto sembri quella porta nella libreria lì. Ah no, qua non c'entra niente. Mi sa. Allora, che la sfondiamo, quindi andiamo di lì e quindi c'è questa parte sbloccata, anche se non capisco perché io non possa scavalcare, però. A parte questa cosa dell'appartamento, get speed con un apartment, find the traffic hooligan. Vabbè, questo è quello vecchio, ok. Allora, a meno che qui c'è qualcosa che mi sono perso, potrebbe essere tranquillamente, ovviamente.
Keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
You find the box.
Economical, but
Abbiamo delle scarpe qui se non ricordo male.
A banged up
Madonna.
worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
No, questo è un troppo.
The speakers below are banged up.
Devo parlare col tipo.
You see a samurai. The name
happy shopping of every.
from out on the back.
Non è niente di... Pensavo che sapevo.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act.
Personaggio per farti dare dei soldi.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Very sharp of.
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sea Guy archipelago is.
No, no. Speaking of
Well, if it's for his
drugs, I don't go unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. What? That's very cool.
Sir, it appears to be.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
even cooler. Who said that? It's the fat risk.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
È dimenticato di dirmelo.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life.
Cosa sai per quanto riguarda l'operazione delle droghe?
I told you.
And what crowd?
Crowd, you know.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's
Di
afraid.
cosa sei spaventato? Di cosa hai paura, voglio dire?
Things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying
Okay.
away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. I don't know. Maybe. If she is,
It could be. She was strange.
Point to the pale driver. Ah, la nonna lì. Oddio, non credo. Sono questi altri guidatori. Autisti, quindi.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours?
all of them.
Okay.
Even the ones who. All right. I scored.
Vediamo se mi dà dei soldi.
Cap this off with a purchase.
No need
Yeah,
to
ci
dress
ho provato, ci ho provato.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I want you to bribe me. Corrompermi.
Ah, yes.
Somehow. Vediamo se ha qualche...
If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Speravo in qualche modo magari mi desse qualche lavoro. Electrochemistry più 1, logica meno 1. Ok. Percezione più 1 del cappello. Ah, il cappello ad esempio non ce l'ho. Percezione più 1, sai che non è male.
Shine on these sporty and practical of.
Io buttalo via. Ma che stile. Ah, la vecchietta qui dietro abbiamo detto. Capito quale intende? Quella di dietro la statua dovrebbe essere. Oggi è? Mercoledì qua si apriva la roba, non mi ricordo. Oh, vabbè. Vediamo se tipo il tipo si può comprare qualcosa che io ho.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with it. Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive.
Che non guidi?
Don't like it very much. Now that I think about it, I do remember
Mm.
hearing a thunderous noise the other night.
That sure
Sì.
narrows down our list of suspects.
Allora, vorrei chiederti per quanto riguarda la mia arma. Vediamo se... Esatto. Sono venuti gli uomini di Ebrard.
Shady
And
looking guys came in here yesterday. Looking like they'd just taken off their wild pine. They went their way.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Sure, man.
Ok. Qualcosa da vendere.
Let me have a look. Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism.
Ma non ce l'ho la casa di Lena.
Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy rates is 31. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you 320 for it.
Non faccio niente con questi soldi.
Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week. A pin from 31 ought to be priced at 310, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice. Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Scusa, quasi quasi gliela vendo per poi riprenderla per la missione. Ah, mi sembra un po' buggata più che altro. Ok. Vendere i miei vestiti?
And especially that top.
Your mother is an necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me.
Another time, perhaps.
Voglio comprare indietro la cosa.
Fortunately, I still have it. Here you go, officer.
Ok, immaginavo. Poi vedo una notifica. Vediamo se è vero. No? Niente, pensavo. Poi non gliel'avevo ridata la tipa che ho. Vabbè. Allora. Io forse c'è qualcosa se clicco.
Wow, oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man.
Hell yeah, man. A fan? Most people don't. I mean,
okay.
Vabbè, sono cose un po'.
Besides,
very unique.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I sympathize, I do.
Là, autorità -2. Physical instrument e shivers +1. Però ce l'ho già quello con shiver. Autorità proprio al di sotto di... però non sarebbe male. 2 reali.
What a shirt.
Welcome to Hyundai of.
Penso almeno è più sistemato, penso più o meno. Ah sì, è vero. Vedere un attimo una ricontrollata.
Is the Harmon Welsh W2.
Keep this to play tapes. Ah.
Plays all reel to reel. Absolutely. I've tested.
Dove cazzo li faccio tutti questi soldi? Però sicuramente potrebbe tornarmi utile, no? Se trovassi qualche cassetta, roba simile.
Toy soldiers guarding the rest of the train. This set of soldiers.
You're probably.
Perché sono cose relativamente inutili.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out.
Vabbè. Ok. Devo andare a parlare con la vecchietta, magari lei sa qualcosa. Troppo innocente. Ma a me sembra che... Ma può essere che il suono del gioco si sia aumentato da solo, cioè... No, sembra molto più forte, boh. O magari tipo si era resettato. Chissà quale motivo. Allora... Era qua la vecchietta, no? Eccola lì.
The woman still has.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam. The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Back in Mefka. Until you came along.
Gabriele Buonguerra.
It's Gabriel Buonguerra.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at.
Okay.
This man's got a hold over her.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to someone was. They are someone's memories. They're beautiful.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought.
I wasn't dreaming. Well, you. Why not?
There's something off about this woman.
Okay.
Tell her to show you the soles of her boots.
Sì, ma non penso sia...
Did you just call me a lady, Harry?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I'm not that either, Harife. I've gone too far from it all. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me, because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. The big ones, in the middle of this town, there's a ghost.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if...
How should I know? Do I look like I spent a lot of time with the other commoner? Oh, sì.
Sarà la tipa che ho interrogato, magari. Fammi vedere le suole delle tue scarpe.
What do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro.
She's wearing sturdy workers' boots, made of black leather. Buckles run across.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in...
It was. Perhaps it was a...
As she says, carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is
the feet of a little girl. They fit well on the pedals.
She's just a distracted old...
Come on, Ethan.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time. Oh, don't worry about me. Lomonosov's lounge...
A terrible cold comes over her.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. You're right, Loman. Is that all you woke me up to say? What do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel, the great... If you don't know... You're mad, Loman. What of it? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad. No, Loman. Diamonds. Diamonds are good for you, Loman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. Or I can just relax and...
I think we're done here, no?
Of course not. It's an old...
qua tipo l'horror, diciamo.
Of course not. So the boyadero strangles his beloved and the most beautiful...
What if, to truly love a boyadero?
Diamonds. Of course not. But with whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concern.
She says that as if something...
Allora, you get hung up.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Yes, go.
Ok, che altro ha parlato del tipo lì... Horseback Monument, vediamo se posso riprovare. Comunque ha parlato del tipo lì poeta. Magari c'è sbloccato qualche dialogo, non ricordo.
Stands in the middle of the traffic, even by the standards.
Doppio 6.
Old Sumption. Well, he blew his own.
Ok, how he made it to blow the International Treasury.
That he had his bedroom.
Ok.
The man certainly knew how to live.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine. You see, old Philippe wasn't not just any nose candy.
Ok, what is nose candy? Vediamo.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him. That's what the revolutionaries said.
Che era drogato.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insular, a group of marble pleurons. The original was blown apart by communards. Then, some years ago, the statue is supposed to capture the moment it was people in Martinique. Philip III, a silver plaque. As you look up, you notice something with someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. Why not?
The king's...
Vedi più che altro le exp. Quello generale. Tra l'altro sono troppi nomi, troppe cose, no? Quindi... non è così, magari si tende un attimo a confondere. Già che comunque il suo poliziotto è tutto rincoglionito e pazzo, quindi ci manca pure che mi devo mettere a ricordare nomi e tutte ste robe. Interessante però, rimane interessante che comunque ho capito più o meno cosa sia, quindi...
Stuck in the rain in a
Allora, ho sentito che siano dei...
What's on your mind?
Ok. So che c'è una guidatrice, quindi
I don't
un'autista
want to talk
donna.
about that.
Ok, quindi ne sa qualcosa.
Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. I didn't, man. I told you I would.
He still is, hoping.
Qual è il suo nome?
God, I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see
Chi è
why.
lei per te?
An acquaintance.
Mm.
I don't know. A youngish woman.
Youngish.
But
What color hair?
blue and violet. Died.
Blu e violet.
It was violet when she got here.
No, non abbiamo mai incontrato nessuno in questo modo. Con quei capelli.
Damn, I don't want to. Please just let it.
We can't just let it.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it?
It won't come to that.
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her. That young.
Che? Non è quella che interroga
I
dall'inizio.
don't want to
Meno.
snitch on her.
Sono un paio di domande.
Snitching, man. I know what it. I heard the rumors.
Did this violent life include?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked the way it worked. The trouble it was giving her. Fuck, man. Go grow someone else.
He's right. There are other options. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need the...
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you?
Imagine it. An explosion of
Forza,
stars.
donne.
Goodbye, world of men.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill.
Here. Well, Laurie's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe.
Id abandon Lorry.
Get in there with these. That's all I know.
Dopo la statua di Filippo.
When did
Ah.
Last Friday. No. I don't know.
Quindi questo perché abbiamo fatto quella prova prima quando fu il poeta. E perché le chiavi?
Them to me. Because she trusted me.
The other drivers will have to tow it or break in.
Mi spiace aver dovuto fare questo.
And he's sorry he couldn't be what he...
Nah. I need to think.
Ok. Tende qua sotto? Ah, qua, ok.
This screen found.
This is the one our man pointed to.
Prova a vedere dalla finestra.
Side windows.
Dalla finestra, dalla finestrina.
Windows in the back. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. The door is locked.
Scusa, ma io non ho mai visto sta roba, fammi capire.
You push the key into the lock and turn the smell of cigarettes and perfume. There's something odd about the passenger seat.
Allora,
The seats
a mini poster prima.
are moving
Mini poster, vabbè.
featuring one of them particularly catches your eye. There's definitely perfume in the air,
Profumo nell'aria.
with a hint of amberette wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
Ho già sentito questo profumo?
Of a sweet juniper scented perfume. The actress is draped in a feeling of tender. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But the actresses and the rare actor, all
Siamo alla radio.
The frequency dial is absent.
Yeah.
It requires a key to work.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Oh, well, anyone needs so many radio stations.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive... doesn't look like it.
The ghostly actresses.
Guarda i pedali.
Put yourself under the steering wheel to get a bit. But one odd detail does catch your
Pezzo di
sandpaper has been
sandpaper è quella lì che per grattare tipo la roba, come dire.
sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like travel is glued to a piece of sandpaper to for the extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes.
Infatti.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One saw was smoother than the other. Quindi c'entra.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? We should see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smart.
Il cover di aspetta. Riprovo questa e gli pongo un'altra domanda.
The movie stars are still voila. A stack of neatly folded papers.
Research maps.
Bonne prise.
This large map, toll booths at the intakes, are marked with a circle. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar to Kuron through the middle-income neighborhoods there. This municipal map, no storm.
Sono delle mappe tipo di percorsi.
Rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hall. The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through. The final map displays a labyrinth.
Sì, vabbè, sono tutti nomi e roba che è inutile da provare a ricordare poi.
Smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently.
Come finisce il contrabbando?
The distribution network looks certainly large, yet still
Sembra vagamente familiare.
crime syndicate. They see themselves as the with cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta.
Chi pensi ci sia dietro questo?
Definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation.
Somewhere on a hidden field, a flat. The bedraggled cop. But why? Why would I?
Best not to disturb the scene.
The stack of maps looks just a metallic drawer. Slides out. It's an issue of Petty Ferry. It looks like an art.
The Ulan frequency system?
Pull out toolbox, slice back, and close the rusty old lorry.
Great. I think.
Ok. Devo parlare ora con lui.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to... I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the
Esattamente.
Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this.
Sì.
The probe and the
Hardy poi conoscono l'autista.
This was quite the
as elegant as they are. I don't think
don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Esatto, molte donne lì, specialmente per un autista donna.
Yes, well.
Dici magari è lesbica, potrebbe. Cioè, aiuta sicuramente nelle indagini, perché scremi le possibilità, no? Vedi?
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this.
Will the RCM open investigation to this?
Murder case. See what Joyce tells us about it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending. Debrief.
Ok. Sai, ci siamo qualche corruzione dietro. The Gem Mystery. Report back to Joyce. La tipa in barca. Ok. Io direi che possiamo andare un attimo indietro. Dagli Hardy Boys. In questo momento non conviene. Il punto interrogativo cos'è? Ah, lol. Assistenza. Ok. Ah, durante i dialoghi. Are context sensitive. Equipaggiali prima di usarli. Tempo. Time passes when picking new dialogue options. Read books to pass time quicker. Skill checks. Ok. Explore options. Ok. The skill checks are permanent. Ok. No, è la prima volta che vedo sta roba. Ok. Potrei andare da... No? C'è qualcosa? Perché mi dice questo ma non posso... Va bene. Vabbè, però come faccio a fare dei soldi per pagare ad esempio la nottata lì o robe simili? Se non la non comprendo. Oh, io potevo... Oh, ma dai! Ma dai, ma non ci credo. Ma vaffanculo.
This is a wall on the side
Non ci
of
sono mai arrivato qua. Why am I looking at this wall? Allora, quindi il 3% vi calcola che praticamente devo fare il perfetto. Ok, questo è importante perché anche prima era 3% ma non sapevo esattamente cosa fosse. Ma non ci credo che qui c'è... Ma dai! Infatti sembrava strano, ho detto, ma scusa, come cavolo ci arrivo? Ovviamente è pieno di proiettili. Oh, action speed più 1, retorica meno 1. Ah, un cappello. Le action speed. Questo qui, ah, mi interessa. Vediamo qui dentro cosa c'è.
the basement door is weather-worn.
Ah, ok, esatto. Bene. Io direi in realtà che ci salutiamo qui. Qui c'è anche un'altra porta da aprire. Cioè, come se avessi scoperto un'altra parte di città perché non ho preso un vicolo. A parte che dovrei andare ancora più a nord da dove ho visto la donna in barca. Questo è pure importante. Allora, dicevo, direi che ci salutiamo qui. Vi auguro una buona giornata, una buona serata. E quindi noi ci becchiamo alla prossima con un altro proseguimento, direi. Molto interessante anche. Ok. Bene. Quindi vi auguro una buona giornata, una buona serata. Alla prossima. Bella.